Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday, and Dee's been replaced.
Dee is canceled.
Wow.
I even brought my sunglasses.
You did. You should wear them.
Yeah.
The real face of luxury.
What?
The real face of luxury. So
Dee,
you said that
Dee wants to be luxury because of me.
Yeah.
Wow.
100%.
And we see you have a vintage Pearl Jam shirt. Looks like a Chanel love bracelet type item.
Well, Cartier, but thanks for noticing.
I don't know why I said
Cartier.
Sorry, you're right.
Yeah. Chanel love bracelet.
You're right. Okay. $600 glasses.
That he didn't even know. Just tell the story. What he just told us.
I just said, nice glasses. What are those? What did I say? Are those?
He said Saint Laurent.
Yeah, Saint Laurent or something. He said, no, they're actually $600. And I didn't even realize until I got to the checkout counter at Fred Siegel.
I don't even know the brand.
And then he didn't want to seem broke, so he didn't go put them back.
That's luxury.
No, because in my head, you could afford a pair of sunglasses. You know, you're looking at these glasses, and I say, oh, these look nice on me. I'm going to buy them. Go to the counter, it's like $6 something. And I'm like, oh, shit, these were $600?
But now it's awkward because you can't act broke.
You can't say, I didn't know they were that much.
You can't have the Cartier bracelet and then say no to the $600 glasses.
That's
Are
true.
you kidding me?
There's no way. That's
You can't do
embarrassing.
it. It's embarrassing.
And you're kicking it off with the Travis Scott Air Force Ones.
Yes.
Very hard to find.
Sure.
And I saw you just
Is that what these are?
He doesn't even know.
Oh, gosh. Do you know how much
I'm
those are?
joking. Actually, yeah, they went up in price.
And I just
what matters is the shoes on your the set of Short Story Long.
Yeah, well.
The Fila Fades. That's a shoe that I worked on. So that matters more than this. Sorry, Travis.
Well, they're not on your feet. So all we can judge is what you wear. Okay, listen.
Anyway,
so
enough
Dee's
about
gone.
me. Yeah.
Dee took off early. He's like, you know what? Screw you guys. Business is good. I'm going to take off 2 days early for my Labor Day vacation.
So it's 4:30 Pacific time Thursday. How many margaritas do you think Dee's had?
He's blackout.
7, yeah. I'd say he's drunk trying to like play with Dom. You know
I'm
what I
just
mean?
running around him.
Yeah.
He can't
and
catch
he's like,
him.
come here. Daddy's fine. You want to go run?
He's blackout right now.
Yeah. So, you know what? It's okay. Dee lives a good life. And whatever. We'll fill in.
Enjoy, Dee. You
Make another
deserve it,
Dee.
bro.
We got a new Dee. His name's Eric.
Yeah.
Pause. Hey. New Dee.
Okay. Let's get into some freaking news, yeah?
Let's do it. It's
So
Friday.
I feel like, Eric,
we need the content.
We need content. I just saw, not only do you have the Travis Air Force Ones on, I know he's your buddy. I just saw you post, Studio Vibes or whatever with Chase.
Chase B.
Chase B,
his DJ.
Trav's guy.
By the way, I want to say something.
Yes.
I know Travis Scott because of you.
Really? You're welcome.
I met him.
Can I get a pair of shoes at least?
It was you and Kev D.
Yeah.
It was I was doing Music Mondays for Young and Reckless.
Yeah.
And Kev was like, "Hey, we're gonna interview Kid Ink
Yeah.
and Vernon Davis
Yeah.
and this producer kid. His name's Travis Scott. He like produces stuff for Kanye." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Write notes because I never heard of this kid.
Yeah.
Interviewed him, and then in an interview, he's like, "Oh, I rap too," and I'm like. At the time I was on the radio and I was like, you know how many people producers tell me they rap too?
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So yeah, I met him that day. We're outside and he's like complimenting me and Five on our Rolexes.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, what's your Instagram? And I'm over here thinking, this Kanye's producer's probably popping. And he was like, damn, y'all popping. I'm like, I probably had 10,000 at the time. It was crazy. And then he was like, and then he followed me and he had 1,200 followers at the time.
Let's rewind. What year was this? This is like 2010, 11?
No, this is 2012.
2012.
Yeah, at the Fantasy Factory.
7 years ago.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah.
And, I like to think it was that Music Monday that really kickstarted Trav's career. So he's welcome too.
Yeah, you're welcome, Travis.
It's what we do here.
Make stars.
We just make stars and we make relationships.
Yep.
Big
time.
It's funny also if you rewind to think you had Vernon Davis, who at the time was All-American tight end. You have Kid Ink, who was pretty popular, and Travis Scott. Who would be bigger in 2019?
I have a photo of Drama. Someone's taking a picture of Drama, taking a picture of me, Vernon Davis, and Kid Ink in front of that big skateboard.
Wow.
You're taking the photo of
just
us.
Memories.
Yeah.
And now the biggest star in the world is the one who had 1,200 followers.
Yep.
Anyone can make it.
Massive.
Yeah.
Man, who would have thought? Okay.
Dee, you still have a chance.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, our new guest is already coming in with better stories.
Yeah.
Hot.
And more luxury.
Way more luxury than Dee, that's for sure.
What about this documentary? Have you seen this Netflix documentary? I haven't watched it yet.
So I went to the premiere. I saw it with Travis.
Wow.
And Stormy.
Wow.
Stunting.
We're coming in
right.
hot.
No, so Chase invited me to the thing, and it was at the Barker hangar. So everything Travis does, man, like, you know, his attention to detail is crazy.
Oh, we
like,
had a private plane, right?
private plane. Look, Mom, I can fly.
Yeah.
It was at a hangar, full on theater inside. Smelled like a theater.
Yeah.
Like they legit. It smelled like, you know how theaters smell like shit.
Yeah.
It smelled like shit. Wow. But like on purpose.
Yeah.
Popcorn, candy, everything's branded. The seats where the celebrities were first class seats of an airplane. Everything else was kind of like movie theater seats.
Yeah.
Insane, like Migos, his mom, dad, Kylie, of course, was there. Sway Lee, tons of people.
Wow.
Amazing.
So what's the premise of the documentary? Because I haven't seen it.
So it's a little bit about his childhood, his coming up and stuff, and then a lot about just his reach and his just how he is with his fans.
Yeah.
Like how he protects them and loves them. It's a lot about the recording of Astro World. Like it's dope. I don't know how many people have seen it. You don't want to ruin stuff, but like there's dope footage of like him, for example, listening to the Drake verse on Sicko Mode for the first time.
Yeah.
And he's going crazy. He's like, oh shit, he said checks over stripes. And they're going crazy. Like the making of like No Bystanders. It's the one of my favorite scenes is like, because I like making it like the process. Yeah. He's in the SUV and he's listening to beats. And it's the first time he's listening to Butterfly Effect. Yeah. And he's like, turn this up. And you can see him coming up with the song. And then he shows him in the studio recording the song. Wow. And then it shows the arena singing the entire, like the whole arena singing the song. So stuff, it's dope. It's
I gotta
really
watch
good.
that tonight. One of my favorite clips ever on Instagram that I think I reposted was like Travis performing at like some shitty fair in Texas for like 100 people.
So that's in there. Not even 100 people. It was like 15 people.
And this is before he was on?
The one with Mike Dean, right? Mike Dean's filming it?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's just going crazy.
Yes. And then the next clip on the Instagram one is like an arena.
Arena, yeah.
It's funny too, because we even, like we said, we knew him, when he had 1,200 followers.
We met him before that. The video of him performing in front of 15 people, we already knew him back then.
And you know what I'll give it to him? I don't want to be too braggy here, but what I will give it up to him for is anytime I see him, he's still the coolest guy in the world. Very. Like there's some people that I knew a long time ago that when I see him now, they're like, get away from me, dude.
Remember the video I sent you of him like shouting you out and saying he misses you?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Nice. Travis misses drama.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the title of the episode.
Travis Scott misses drama.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so yes, it's super inspirational, like the way, because his fans now, we debated it for years about, like, is he going to make it through to that arena level? Yeah. And we were like, I don't know. Even when he was really big, we're like, I don't know. He just doesn't have, like, I think it was when he performed at Coachella, we're like, this is really big, but he doesn't have those, like, global records, like arena records. Yeah. Now he does. And he has Kylie. Yeah. So now he's just literally killing the game.
I think the record that really, really, really took him off, started to take him off, was Antidote. When that one, that's when it was like, okay, he has records. And then Sicko Mode was like, took him, and then Kylie.
Then Reese's Puffs.
Since you know him pretty well, what would you say, like, one thing through the documentary, you're like, I didn't know that about him? Or is there anything?
Yeah, there's a lot I didn't know about him. Let's see. I don't know. Nothing stands out really. There's
just like a takeaway.
The cool part about it is they show him not getting the Grammy, and he like was pissed. Yeah. He took that as an L. And then there's footage of the mayor of Houston giving him a little pep talk. And he goes, man, forget about that Grammy. Like, he goes, this is your Grammy. And it was backstage of a concert. This is your Grammy, your fans. That's a Grammy. And he goes, because of you, he goes, I'm going to put a theme park. Astro World was a real theme park. Yeah. It was a Six Flags theme park. And he goes, because of you, I'm going to put a theme park in Houston. Yeah. And he's like, you could just see like the happiness in his face. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Because of this rapper, Houston's going to have a theme park again.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like that's... Fuck a Grammy.
Yeah, that's cool.
I still don't get why artists care about Grammy. I know it's an industry thing. The fans don't care.
It's just if you dangle
it's a championship ring.
Like you want it.
It's a championship ring.
Okay, well, I'm going to watch that this weekend.
Yeah.
I'll watch it tonight.
Watch it tonight, bro.
Who am I kidding? Okay. Let's get into some news.
Yeah.
Forever 21. Out of here. Bankrupt. It's
Get
coming.
out.
So they haven't officially filed, but it looks like it's coming any day. What's going on?
Yeah, so they are effectively about to file any day now.
Yep.
This has been rumored for the last few months. We've known, just being in the clothing industry, that they've been a struggling retailer over the last 3 years. And the fascinating part about this whole story is when, we've been in the clothing business, since 2002. And pretty much 2008 on, they were the symbol of excellence for clothing retail. When anyone asks, like, oh, who's doing well? Oh, Forever 21. Forever 21's killing it. They have 800 stores over 57 countries.
Yep.
And they are actually a retailer that is struggling not due to private equity and the debt that private equity companies put on them.
Yeah.
They actually just struggled.
Yeah.
And they didn't innovate. They didn't figure out e-commerce in time. They didn't compete with fast fashion in time.
Yep.
And they just had
influencers.
Yeah,
They didn't go that
influencers,
route.
right? They didn't go to influencers, and they're from what everyone knows, I think they're still 100% owned by the couple that started the brand back in the 80s, and they've made billions, so the family's fine.
Yeah.
And this bankruptcy is more of like getting out of bad leases and trying to restructure. And they say one of the problems in the restructuring is that the CEO, which is obviously one of the founders, wants to maintain control, which people that are trying to fund the bankruptcy don't want, because he obviously didn't make the right decisions leading up to here.
Yep.
Why would you trust him to have control going forward? Yeah. And it's just fascinating because in clothing, they were the beacon of excellence for the longest time. That's all we heard.
Yeah.
And now they are...
it's funny how quick things change, man. I just remember talking about them and H&M and, Topshop constantly.
Yeah.
In our business, because that was kind of the first, like when we first started Young and Reckless, those brands weren't here really. And when they came in and everything was so affordable and they were so on top of trends, and we were like, oh shit, like how are we going to compete with this? Mm-hmm. And I will say, man, there's obviously a whole business side to all this stuff that I'm not addressing, but like if I had to point out one big thing that they didn't do, it was influencers.
Yeah.
At all.
That's what stands out.
And if you look at like who's crushing it now, Fashion Nova, Revolve, those people,
Pretty Little Thing or whatever.
Yeah, Pretty Little Thing, all those companies, it's all influencer marketing.
Because they hit the price point. They've always had the right price point.
Yeah.
Because they always were cheap.
Always. And they're like, I feel like fashion wise, their stuff looks good. Like, sure, it could probably be better, but I don't know, man. They just did not address social media.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
And it's funny because the daughters of the founders were actually heading marketing. And I think the daughters are a little younger than us even. Yeah. Maybe like around our age. So I'm curious if they just ran roadblocks with their parents and like, hey, this is the way fashion is moving, or they just they missed the boat.
I wonder. Man, it is crazy as I get older in this business to see how so quickly the things that are like untouchable are bankrupt.
Yeah, this is probably a story of overexpansion, thinking that they can sign leases anywhere. Yeah. And then the confluence of e-commerce coming together with retail declining. Yeah. And then they just were like, they were left out.
Yeah. The daughter's not forever, huh?
The daughter.
No longer 21.
No longer 21. No, the daughters were probably the reason why they did well as far as like the designs. They were probably up on designs and like fashion stuff. Yeah. But yeah, the social media, they didn't.
At all.
Just like a Clothing Insider bit, Forever 21 is notorious for being predatory towards their manufacturers. Yeah. So if like you have one color stitching, boom, they're shipping it back and that manufacturer is bankrupt. Yeah. And we've heard this story over and over again. And the way the strictness they have with their manufacturers and not really working with them. Yeah. But everyone had to deal with them because they were the source of business and you had no choice. So, they weren't the angels in the business either.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there they go. What about also Lord & Taylor? So Lord & Taylor is a very well-known retailer. They have sold to Les Totes, which to me doesn't seem to make any sense. I would not expect the buyer of Lord & Taylor to be Les Totes.
What the hell is Le Tot?
So
Anand, what's Le Tot?
Le Tot is a subscription business
Yeah.
tailored towards women.
Hey.
You pay, I think, $69. You get a box of stuff. You get to wear whatever you want. It's like rental, and then you
It's
ship it
Menlo
back.
Club.
Yeah.
No, you're not renting.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You're not renting.
Oh, you rent the
You're
stuff.
renting the stuff, so you're getting probably a little more premium product.
Yeah.
And you rent it. They've raised $60 million.
How have they raised $60 million and they're buying Lord and Taylor?
They're buying Lord & Taylor for $100 million, and Lord & Taylor does over $1 billion in revenue. And the way I think about this is Hudson Bay, who's selling Lord & Taylor. So Lord & Taylor has stores, right? And they're assuming all the rent for the next 3 years. Hudson Bay is.
Yeah.
So like Tote gets, what's the biggest cost of any retailer?
Yeah.
It's your rent.
Yeah.
So they get a free look. Like, hey, does this make sense? Does their expansion of goods help drive our subscription business? They basically have a free 3-year option.
That's part of the deal?
Yes,
They
Hudson
got it
Bay's-
for $100 million and free rent.
Free rent for 3 years. So they get access to all their inventory. Free rent.
So is this like the world's best deal ever for Le Tot?
Like Tote might have figured something out here.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe nobody else had a better deal than frickin' Le Tot.
Like Tote is just out here.
I mean, Menlo Club could have bought this thing.
Should have.
I mean, because you got to imagine, there's no way like Tote is giving cash. Or they're raising cash knowing like, hey, we have free rent for 3 years.
Yeah.
We have 3 years to figure out how to incorporate all of Lord & Taylor's supply chain to figure out how to make more people rent our goddamn subscription business.
Woo. Good deal, Le Tot.
I like it.
I mean, great deal. Who cares? No harm, no foul. 3 years, you're like, screw it. Nah, didn't work.
Yeah, and then you just probably have it in a separate subsidiary that you can bankrupt.
Yeah. Who cares? This is sick. This is like a free 3-year trial.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. And
Gosh.
Hudson Bay, that just shows you how shitty Hudson Bay thinks Lord & Taylor is. They'll be like, take the business, we'll cover rent for 3 years.
Yeah, that's insane.
Damn.
That's insane. Okay. Well, good job, Le Tot. I might make that my winner.
Le Tot.
Le Tot. Okay. Next up, let's talk about Amazon. It looks like Amazon is investing in Gojek,
Yep.
which is a ride-hailing company in Southeast Asia. So I want to bring this up because this seems completely off what we normally talk about.
Yeah.
Are they just, this is just them just conquering the world, or what's happening?
Yeah, so I think the story here is Amazon's quietly going around the world making inroads to just have further footprint for consumers in every single country. So recently they were rumored to invest in Deliveroo, which is the effectively Postmates DoorDash of Europe.
Yeah.
Then Gojek is ride hailing, so think Uber, think Uber Eats. They're going to do all of that. They're like, we need to own a piece of that. They are aggressively in India.
Are they in any other ride-hailing?
No, I don't think so.
Gosh, they could really rule the world, I think, in like 5 years.
And Indonesia, which is Gojek's biggest market, has 260 million people. So that's 260 million people that are going to consume goods in every avenue possible.
Yeah.
So Amazon's like, we need to own part of this. So we keep talking about what they're doing in the U.S., but I think it's clearly a global plan that they have, that they not only want to control commerce in the U.S., they want to control commerce in the world.
Yeah.
And it continues to show that, they might be the best company in the world.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. I really feel like Facebook, Amazon, Google, like they're going to just run the world.
Yeah.
And then except for China.
Yeah, China's
It'll
not
be
letting
everyone
anyone.
and then China. I'll tell you what, good old Gary Vee put out a lot of content the last couple of days about how he thinks that TikTok could very well completely disrupt Instagram.
In what sense?
That it could be the new cool thing. And Instagram, that like, here's what he's saying. TikTok is really, really popular amongst very young people, which is how Instagram was. It's how Facebook started. Then Facebook aged up. Instagram was for young people. Then Instagram aged up. Now you have TikTok. What if TikTok is able to age up and add more features than just silly little dancing to the Jonas Brothers?
Right.
That it could do it. So I just wanted to put it out there because I watched it because we talk a lot about, could anyone disrupt Instagram? Maybe they can.
I think they can internationally because TikTok's way bigger internationally than is the U.S. They've already seen massive reduction in usage rates in the U.S. in the last 6 months. So when they came out, they were hot because they were basically buying growth.
Like slower growth or less users? You see what I'm saying? Declining.
I think it was declining in all aspects in terms of content posted, everything.
Because these kids love TikTok.
Yeah.
Like if you really take a second and tap into TikTok world,
Yeah.
Do you guys
it's weird, man, but it feels like, internet Chuck E. Cheese or something. Like
Do
you're
you
like,
use it?
I don't use it.
Yeah.
Well, we use it for Young and Reckless. We put product on there and we made a page so that when people tag us, there is content there.
Yeah.
But I don't personally use it.
Yeah, I don't get it.
But don't you
But
think...
that's how Lil Nas X blew up. I mean, now every music artist, all they care about is TikTok.
So it's similar to when you wanted to be on Kylie's Snapchat,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That was
100%.
what broke music.
Yep.
Like she broke Post Malone almost.
Yep. She did. I mean, I would say she broke. Like, not that he wouldn't have made it without her. I don't want to say that. But
Yeah.
I would say Khalid,
Yeah, Khalid. I was going to say Khalid.
Post,
100%.
Bryson Tiller maybe, or one of those guys.
Yeah.
She really gave like instant juice to. But I'm saying now especially because of Lil Nas X, every artist tries to figure out a TikTok strategy. Because if you can make your video the funny video that becomes popular, because like this is why
Didn't
I
work for D. Wasn't he trying to
taking shots.
No, I'm just saying he was trying to go viral on TikTok, right?
I think
Yeah,
he had
he
a good morning TikTok
Did he?
strategy. Yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah. Good night.
Yeah. Good night. Goodbye.
Oh man. Yeah, they all. If you go on there, it's not like hashtags or like memes that blow up. It's like this song and like what can you do to it? You know what I mean?
I think if they can figure out a way to drive commerce
Yep.
through TikTok,
The link situation is kind of shitty. Like I'm trying to figure out how to link to product. It's just a mess.
because even though we all know Instagram doesn't convert like it used to, like where else are you going?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, TikTok.
Yeah.
It's going on there and dancing.
We'll see. I need to get on TikTok.
Do a
then.
dance, Eric.
I mean, you're in the music industry, Eric. When you get this next Travis Scott hit record, you
Yep.
better have some TikTokers
I need some
ready
TikTok
to.
for my
Straight
Sheck
up.
West song. Shit.
Yep. Just saying. Think about it.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Columbia Sportswear? We've talked about the tariff wars, and obviously they do affect very heavily apparel.
Yep.
Which, I mean, what is it? A vast majority is made in China. And I don't think we've seen anyone sort of publicly raise their prices because of tariffs and say, this is why we are doing it and we are doing it. Colombia is doing that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's the natural next step because corporate America can't just be like, oh, we're going to just lose profits because Trump wants to wage this trade war.
Yeah.
And these are the things that scare the economy in terms of where people say, and they're not wrong in saying this trade war can catapult us into a recession because it easily can. Because if every consumer company raises their prices tit for tat for what the tariffs are, which is effectively what's going to happen, right? Because companies aren't just going to eat it themselves. They're going to pass it on to consumers. And then consumers start consuming less. Then companies start doing worse. Profits start going down. Stock prices start going down.
Yeah.
And that's how you get into a recession. And the tricky part is, whereas China definitely has, policies that are not advantageous to the U.S. in this trade war, the way Trump's doing it is just ad hoc and he has no plan. But there is a reason to get tougher on China.
Yeah.
But the problem is China's a dictatorship. The U.S. runs on an election cycle, so they can wait us out and just say, keep raising your tariffs. You're just hurting your own consumers. Our factories are going to suffer because we're going to buy fewer shit from them. We'll just subsidize all the factories to make sure that the jobs and employees are paid. And then what happens to the U.S.? So who really loses is kind of the tricky part.
We have to be able to wait it out. If we can wait it out, we might win. But you're right. If they know, let's just say Trump gets reelected, you only have 4 years. And like I said, I highly doubt the next president is going to maintain the same strategy.
Right.
Because it's such an easy win. Like, let's just say chances are the next president is a Democrat. Doesn't even matter, even if they're Republican. It's an easy way to get like a boost in the economy. Anyone's going to take it.
Yeah, it's just we're not structurally incentivized to win this war is the problem. Because politicians are elected on cycles, and China knows that.
Yeah.
And you can't win when your economy's in the shits. So China can be like, we're going to suffer. China will suffer more than the U.S. if this trade war, lasts longer. But they can wait it out. We can't.
I'm torn on this issue because as much as right now, I hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like long term, you do want a better deal.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. So how do we get to that point where
we might be
everyone's
screwed.
aligned? Because voters aren't going to be. So if this trade war escalates in the next 12 months and all the stuff when we go shopping is 20, 30% higher, consumers are going to spend less unless the government's going to be like, okay, we're going to subsidize all these companies. That's not going to get approved.
Yeah.
You're going to subsidize consumers.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if everyone's going to, I feel like everyone, I don't know. I feel like everyone should say it. Like Colombia is saying we're doing this because of this.
Yeah.
Like I almost feel like everyone should say, hey, this is why this is this much more. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I get it. But like, how do you solve it from the other side? From the U.S. side, knowing that higher tariffs mean higher price goods for consumers.
Yep.
What can the U.S.
you
do
don't.
to subsidize
You don't. I don't know. I don't quite see how we win this one.
Yeah.
Because long term.
Long term, if you don't care about election cycles and, people are like, cool, I got voted out, but this is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
When's that going to happen?
Never. It's too easy of a boost. Yeah. Imagine like we're almost there. The economy's dipping. You make everything 20% cheaper now because you let up on this tariff battle. Everyone loves the economy goes up. Nobody knows this long-term strategy. They just see cheaper prices, economy up, we'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hooray for Bernie Sanders. Right?
Yeah.
And everyone gets $1,000.
Yang
Also.
Gang.
Yeah, the Yang
Is it
Gang.
the Yang Gang? Everyone gets 1,000?
They hit me up today to see if I would have Andrew Yang on Short Story Long.
Why wouldn't you?
I said, yeah.
Of course you would.
Yes. Yeah.
In the next 6 months?
Soon.
You better do it before he gets
I know.
kicked off.
Yeah.
There's only 10 candidates left.
Let me get in there and ask some questions. What are you going to do about these damn tariffs, Yang?
Yeah, get some content.
Okay. Next up. This is one that I didn't expect. Costco.
Yeah.
So we all love Costco. They're having their own little Popeye's chicken moment. They opened up their first store in China. And it led to shoving, all-out brawls, pandemonium.
Wow.
Chaos.
Little did we know, the Chinese people have been dying for a Costco.
Wow.
And they just said, what, bulk toilet paper? Get out of my way, buddy.
A gallon of mayo.
Gallon of mayo?
They're like, I want to consume like these obese Americans.
Yeah, maybe that is it. Like, there is a lot of like American culture, is sort of... like I've even seen like lowrider, like Latino culture represented in those places.
Oh, and especially in Japan.
Yeah, it's real trippy looking.
Japan loves the LA lowrider.
Like Mr. Cartoon
Yep.
and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But who knew that over in China, they just want to over-consume. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so they opened in Shanghai, I think 2 days ago.
Yep.
And there was a 3-hour line in the parking lot to even get to park. Not to get in the store.
What?
This is Popeyes type stuff, but on another level.
And then they had to shut the store down early because it was just chaos. People were just fighting. And so they said they were fighting over Birkin bags. What Costco in the U.S. has Birkin bags?
They had Birkin
Wow.
bags? They had Birkin bags?
That's what they said. So Costco's going luxury?
We read that right?
Yeah.
You didn't say broken bags?
It's just Birkin bags.
That's crazy. I mean, they have Rolexes and shit.
Oh, maybe it's a totally different strategy then here.
Yeah, I mean, there has to be for this to happen. I don't think it's just, hey, I want to consume like the ugly fat American. Or do you think that's it?
No, they don't want Kirkland brand hot dogs.
Come on.
And that pizza, the soft serve.
Oh, that pizza's good.
Everyone loves that
The
pizza.
pizza's
I've
I
never
wonder what
had
this.
it.
Do you
It's
think
so
they have
good.
the samples there too? You think people?
On
Well, not if they
weekends
have
only.
Birkin bags. If they have Birkin bags, this is a totally different story. But If not, I would say like they just want. I mean, think about it. Think about like if we got our first like I don't know dollar store or something, or first ever.
Well, it's like when Dunkin' Donuts was on the West Side and it was chaos.
Yeah, I guess it's Popeyes.
Yeah, people are just like,
Who would have thought?
I can't imagine there's anything in that Costco in Shanghai that they can't find elsewhere. It was just the novelty of it.
They probably don't sell in bulk like that there, like that. But the Birkin bags is throwing me off.
Yeah, they did say Birkin bags.
How much cheaper was the bag?
I don't. It didn't say. They just said
30 of them.
Unless this is Bloomberg
Bulk?
saying they fought over Birkin bags.
Huh.
I feel like that might be a story.
Typo. You
Like
think
maybe the
Bloomberg
shoppers
said-
had Birkin bags and were like
And people were
smacking each other
stealing
with them. Like, I want my toilet paper.
Yeah.
We got to get to the bottom of that. But either way, it just is interesting how something that's so no big deal here can open up somewhere else, and it's, pandemonium. People brawling.
Brawling.
Okay. Let's talk about Ryan Russell.
Yeah.
Nobody's really open.
Pass.
To that one, huh? No,
Ryan who?
All of a sudden, we get a serious topic, and everyone gets real quiet. Okay, so Ryan Russell.
Where's D when you need him?
For real. And I need you, Anand, to sort of explain this one to me a little bit, because from what I see, he's a free agent, but he's also older. He's a veteran, right?
So he got drafted in 2015 by the Danny's Dallas Cowboys.
That's not that long ago.
No, he's not old.
Oh, why does it say veteran free agent?
Because if you're over 3 years in
that's a
the
joke.
league, you're
Okay.
a veteran.
Okay, so he's not old.
He's probably like 26.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so this guy's a free agent.
He played a few years, 1 season with the Cowboys, 2 years with the Buccaneers. I think he got injured last year. He injured all of 2018. He's now a free agent. Came out with a self-written article on ESPN saying that he is bisexual and he wants to not live this like fake life and come open with it.
Okay.
And wants to be signed. And
how did the two? Did he draw a reason between like, hey, I'm bisexual and I want to be signed? Like, what did the two have to do? It just seems we know that no matter what is right or wrong, or it doesn't have anything to do with that. Teams don't like media hoopla with anything, with their teams, with their players. They don't
made it
like
clear.
it. We saw what happened to Kaepernick, to who's
Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow.
Tim
Kaepernick's
Tebow,
obviously a little
All-American, white
different.
Christian, 2-time national title quarterback, couldn't get signed.
Yeah. So they hate that. So it just seems to me like I'm all for like living your life the way you want to live it and blog about it and do all that stuff. But doesn't this seem to me, doesn't it seem to you guys a little bit like counterintuitive to just getting on a team?
Yeah, unfortunately for him, it's not going to help his cause to get signed because of what you just said. The NFL has made it clear teams do not want media hoopla around their teams, regardless of what the cause is. Yeah. Tim Tebow was just like too famous and not that good, but good enough to play in the NFL, couldn't get signed. Colin Kaepernick, kneeling for social injustice, too much attention, not that good. Yep. This guy, I mean, I'd never heard of him. I'm a pretty big NFL fan.
Yeah. Did you think that maybe he thought that by bringing attention to himself via speaking his truth would somehow get him signed?
I mean, I can't imagine that's the calculus because there's obviously, when you think about the NFL, there's certainly a percentage of the NFL that is gay or bisexual.
Yeah.
And it takes someone that's under contract that is actually relevant to make this point.
Yeah, we need Odell Beckham to come out.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you want to make a change, Odell's got to do a one-handed pass in the end zone and be like, I'm gay. And you're like, all right.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing.
But yeah, because like, if you just want to tell his truth and he doesn't care about playing or not, that's fine.
Yep.
And everyone should be open. No one should be fear of being themselves. But like, this isn't going to help you get signed when you're in a league that is clearly telling you, when you bring attention and you are not a superstar, we do not want you.
But what's the connection in his article between I'm bisexual and I want to get signed? He's not blaming, is he? Like,
no, he's not blaming. He's just saying, this is who I am. I didn't want to hide myself, which is fine.
Well, the NFL wants you to hide yourself.
The NFL does.
No matter who you are.
Yeah.
Just
shut
stay
up and
low
play.
key. Shut up and
play.
that.
Yeah, because like 100% for people being who they are and express who they are, and no one discriminates against that. But when you're within a institution that is clearly telling everyone, the only people who could do this is superstars.
Yeah.
Like Odell Beckham packed seats. I'm not accusing him of being gay. Drama did.
Drama definitely did.
I didn't say
What have you seen? What do you know that we don't know?
Hey, we've heard stories.
We have. Yep.
Thank you. Yeah, y'all got real quiet.
We've all heard rumors of very famous athletes.
There's been articles about people
he had to deny it
saying-
in the GQ article.
Yes, I'm not
right?
breaking any news here. I'm saying we have heard. There's been articles.
Because he's a good dancer, Drama.
This is breaking news.
Is it the blonde
or no?
hair?
Are we breaking news?
Pete, shut up.
We're breaking news.
I'm just saying. There's literally been like other celebrities and stuff like accusing. Like it's people have talked about it. So all good. Be gay, Odell Beckham, or anyone.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we need a star currently killing it to come out to really make any sort of change.
You need the Lil Nas X of football.
Yes, that's why Lil Nas X is. I love him.
Yep.
Yeah, because
I need the
did
biggest
it.
record in history ever, and
That's
then
what
say,
I'm saying.
by the way, I'm gay.
Yeah, exactly. He
And if
announced
anyone
it when
has
he was
anything to say
at the
about it,
top.
I'm kissing him. That's what he said.
Yeah, he's so
but he
good.
waited for him to be the biggest star.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Perfect
He's
timing.
incredible.
Because this just seems like, okay, I know my career is kind of in flux. Let me just go do this, and maybe I become famous in another angle.
Or people or pity,
Yeah,
maybe.
It feels to me, I don't, this is a touchy subject, but it feels to me like trying to bring attention to the fact that you don't have a job. And I'm not saying that he's not bisexual, and I'm not saying it's not okay if he's not bisexual, but it feels to me like, oh, maybe if I, get people to feel me and understand my struggle here, that'll get me,
Yeah.
or
at the
it's
top
like
of mind.
I'm setting myself up for the second part of my career.
Who was that guy that came out?
Michael Sam.
Michael, what?
Michael Sam.
Michael Sam. And then was he not very good?
Yeah, he was a late round draft pick,
'Cause
and
he came out and then kind of became
he just
obscure,
wasn't good
right?
enough to play in the NFL.
Yeah, we need a star, whoever it is.
Odell.
Tom Brady. Divorce Giselle, say you're gay.
He
Do it
did
for the
have that
culture.
kissing moment.
I'll
with
take
his
her.
kid.
He did have the kissing moment with his kid. Come out and be like, yo. All right, I'm getting too. I'm making enemies left and right on this show. Okay, next up, I want to talk about a Costco type moment that, and Popeyes, that Disney Plus just had. So Disney Plus is Disney's new streaming service that's coming. Apparently, they did a 3-year subscription discount and crashed their website.
Yeah.
That's what type of demand we're talking about.
Nice.
So, Eric, what are you subscribed to? Netflix?
Everything.
Everything.
HBO,
It's got
Netflix.
$600
He's rich.
glasses
Yeah,
that
I
you
forgot.
didn't know.
I forgot.
No,
he's
it's not. It's not rich. It's just. It's
Just don't care about money.
yeah.
Just rich.
Hey man, I'm gonna die one day, and someone's gonna spend the money I work
Someone's
hard
going to
for.
have all the streaming platforms
Yes.
that you're logged
So
Someone's
right,
gonna
right
get
before
all
you
my
die,
streaming
put your
platforms.
passwords out so people can live at least.
It's just everyone's exclusive. You kind of just have to have everything, you know.
Yeah, you're right. You're gonna get Disney Plus.
And then you think about it, they're like what, $10, $12? It doesn't seem crazy. And then next thing you know, you're paying a couple $100 a month in streaming services. You're like, damn.
Sometimes
Plus
I
your
get
existing
adds up.
cable.
I get hit with that. Like, here's your Apple bill for the month.
And you're like,
what the
damn.
fuck? I'm subscribed to UFC Fight Pass and fuck. You know what I mean?
I actually watch Hulu the most.
Really?
Yeah.
What? What's
What
your
do you
favorite
watch?
show?
I don't watch like shows like you guys do. I
what do you
watch
watch on
like
Hulu?
Seinfeld.
Ugh.
I watch
Gosh.
I watch Married with Children.
Oh my god! So you're 80.
I'm 80.
Yeah.
And then I also watch Jimmy Fallon and Kimmel on Hulu.
But the live
And Shark Tank.
episodes.
You are literally an old man.
Yeah, I
like-
watch them later. Yeah,
No, but you get the recent ones.
yeah, the recent ones for sure.
It's not like from 5 years ago.
No, the recent ones. But
So
that's how I
you
watch
go
them.
on. You're on tour. You're DJing at these hot nightclubs. You're living the life. Yeah, Trav. Yeah, I like that. That one's dope. And then you go home, kick your feet
That
up,
way.
and turn on
Fallon.
frickin' an
Married-
old episode of Fallon and Married with Children.
A new episode of Fallon, an old episode of Married with Children.
So you're one of the last.
That's the way I get
You're
away.
like-
See, I don't like. I have a high anxiety, stressful lifestyle.
I get
I'm in
it, but you don't
airports,
gotta-
airplanes, clubs, people, drunk. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with
So
it.
I don't want the stress of keeping up with this show that has
There's just better shows.
8 episodes. They're each 2 hours long, and then I have anxiety because I want to binge it. I don't want to see
Why do
that.
you have
I just want to
anxiety
watch.
over your streaming
I want to watch
consumption?
an old episode of Married with Children where I could fall asleep if I have to. Don't care to finish it. It's no stress. That's my escape.
Get it, Eric. I'm just saying there's better options since 1980 when Married with Children
What,
came
Game
out.
of Thrones?
No, how
Game of
about
Thrones.
Have you
Great.
seen Married with
Big
Children?
Little Lies?
It's
I
amazing.
used to watch it all the time as a kid. My dad did.
You can't be trusted, bro. You don't like Seinfeld?
I love Seinfeld.
I know.
Yeah,
I can watch
Seinfeld,
it anytime.
You don't like Seinfeld? It's
Seinfeld's
over for you,
whack.
bro.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
give me, all right, what show?
What do you like about late night television? Because I find it unwatchable.
I
Low
actually
stress.
think Fallon
it's
is
so bad that his brain doesn't even have to work to see if he enjoys it, so he can just relax and
So
go to
Fallon
sleep.
gets on, he says some corny jokes.
Yeah, he's like,
and
"Oh, that's
then
so cool," and then
you're
sleep.
laughing.
Well, I
You're at
kind
the
of
American
it
Airlines
depends.
terminal just
No, it depends.
chuckling.
It depends who's getting interviewed. Like I'll, if someone's
I think you're literally so
Childish Gambino or so whatever.
Yeah, but they all give the canned answers in those interviews.
watch
It's not like you're
yeah.
getting.
But like I said, it's just an easy watch. I'm kind of like half asleep watching it. I don't have to
Yeah.
pay attention.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
If it was a
I don't-
good show,
dude,
you'd
I
have to pay
like my
attention.
ADD is crazy,
So
bro.
you told me your schedule this weekend. So you have Saturday off and you're in Vegas. So you have a lot of time to kill, and you have to be there Sunday. What are you watching?
Well, I might have to come back.
If you don't come back,
What
and
am
you're
I
stuck in
watching?
you're not gonna go out, leave your dark
All
hotel
right,
room.
Yes, he is.
at the Cosmo. You want to know what I watch in hotel rooms every single time?
What?
What do you got?
It's Forensic Files.
That's a good
And the
one,
first
though.
48.
When it comes to
When
mindless,
those are on,
yeah.
I'm watching them.
Yeah, I got to be honest. When it comes to
What's
mindless,
Forensic Files? I don't even know what that is.
It's basically about
Like Law and
it's
Order?
it's old like just crime scenes, and they find like one piece of evidence, like some crazy.
And there's enough
Yeah.
episodes that you can get through a whole day.
dude. They'll have.
I want you to
marathons
disagree
of
with
them.
me here. You're trapped in a hotel room for 5 days. You can't leave. You have an option to either watch First 48 or Seinfeld. You watch Seinfeld?
Yes.
No question.
Yes, no
Seinfeld
question.
is timeless.
Even First
It is
48.
timeless.
First 48
It's-
is timeless. Murder.
You know what's crazy?
Always-
All right, can I
always
say
good.
something? Have you tried Seinfeld like recently?
No.
So you probably, you're
'Cause I'm
younger
getting
than us.
older and more,
so that's what I'm
like,
saying.
jaded.
Now you'll be like, oh, I get it.
Yeah, because
you'll understand
That's
it.
possible.
Seinfeld
Yeah.
it's just social commentary
And it's
of the
ev-
most basic shit. And
And
you're
it's
like,
stuff
yeah,
that
that's
really
I get it.
happens today still.
I
Just
get
like
it.
normal
To me,
human
it just seems like a bunch
interaction.
of old angry dudes. Like, whoa.
Yeah, but that's the humor.
I'm too happy for that.
Forensic Files is not happy, bro.
That's true. I'm just saying the cliffhanger of like or not cliffhanger, but like the joy that doesn't matter what episode it is of watching like a Criminal Minds or First 48. Those are always, you can always count on those.
Right. Yeah. I
That's
love
good
those.
for hotels.
I'm saying I don't like this new stuff, this
Yeah, I'm with you,
13
yeah.
Reasons Why and God
Well, you
knows
said-
what the hell.
How about Big Little Lies? Anything? Euphoria?
Hell no.
Billions?
I did
Billions?
watch Euphoria.
Billions?
Never seen Billions.
Did you like Euphoria?
I enjoyed it. I wasn't blown away. I didn't say like, oh my God, it's amazing.
Succession?
It's just kids with it doing drugs with anxiety.
So you go back to Married with Children. You want to talk about anxiety?
Yeah.
This is like an old anxious housewife. That's what you're
Dog,
watching?
he is anxiety.
Yeah.
He hates his life. So good, bro. He's miserable. Think
women
about
show-
it. That's
show
funny.
I
salesman?
get it. I get it.
That's
Listen,
funny,
I'm not
dude.
judging you, man. Whatever works for you. You have a very stressful life.
Like I said, you were watching those shows as a kid.
I didn't have
and you-
cable.
That's regular TV.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't
Yeah,
have cable.
Fox.
I had to watch those shows. I watched Malcolm
That's
in
what
the
I'm saying.
Middle.
But they didn't make
Malcolm in the Middle?
See?
What's
my
his
God.
name? What's the guy's name?
Malcolm.
No,
The little
Frankie
kid.
Muniz.
Frankie Muniz.
Yeah, that was my shit.
See, yeah.
I had to
Agent,
watch
wasn't he Agent Cody Banks too?
We are way off. We are way off.
I'll give
Malcolm in the
Seinfeld,
Middle,
'cause
bro.
I just set myself up for a whole weekend
shit.
of hate on DMs because there's so many passionate Seinfeld listeners. I'll give it another watch, but I don't think I'm there yet. I think I need 10 more years.
This
Start
is what I'll
season
do.
4.
This is what I'll do.
Okay.
I'll find an episode where I think you'll enjoy, and I'll send you that one.
Okay, deal. All right. Well, anyway, the whole point of all of this was to say
About Disney.
Sheesh, man, was about Disney Plus and the fact that there is so much hype that they offer this 3-year subscription discount, which 3 years is still a long.
What's the
commitment.
discount?
It basically normalizes you pay up front, but it goes from $6.99 to like $3.40 a month. So if
But you're committing to 3 years.
yeah, you're committing 3
Damn,
years.
that's aggressive. I get the 1 year deals, but like 3 years.
But it's $140. So you're paying $140 versus $240.
But think about how hard it is to get people to pay $140 for something they can't have now.
But if you have kids that are ages 4 and 7, you're getting those 3 years of value.
I know. But I'm just saying the hype that it takes to say, pay me $140, you get nothing right now.
This streaming war is just, I don't know. I mean, it's scary. If I'm any of the streaming companies.
Yeah. I wanted to get into it with.
Oh, yeah.
I just had the founder of Netflix on my...
Remember Drama iced me earlier?
Yeah, he tried to say hi to you earlier, and you iced him. You sunned him, bro.
In true MAGA fashion.
When?
Yeah.
Status matters.
Blew him off. You
blew me off.
Blew him off.
When? Where was that? What?
We were coming up the stairs, and he said, drama. And you're like,
Oh, I'm going to
He just gave me an Obama wave.
yeah,
like, you gotta make it.
total Obama wave.
Oh.
Nice
Damn.
to see you guys.
I did do that.
Thanks,
I'm going to be
fans.
honest. This is what literally happened.
No, but we found out who you were with, and we're like, that makes
But
sense.
no, he was
Yeah,
in the
'cause
middle of
then
saying something to me, and I couldn't hear who it was. And I don't have my glasses on, so I couldn't see that.
so
far.
he's the founder.
Yeah, so then
Netflix?
Him
just to
and
kind
one
of back up,
Wow.
me and Eric were walking up the stairs to come up to the studio.
Oh, man.
We're at the stairwell. I hear drama. I see him walking with another person, no clue who it is, and I scream drama to like notify him, like, hey, we're going up. He just gives me like the
A bump,
presidential
yeah.
wave.
But like
good to see
wave
ya.
without even looking at you, like just the wave,
that's
but
messed
looking
up.
And
forward.
then we come up and ask Danny, like, who is drama with? He said, the founder of Netflix.
Yeah.
Hot.
But I still, now that I know that was you, I feel really bad. Because he was talking to me while you said my name, so I couldn't hear who it was.
Thought
So
it
I
was,
just did the like,
thought
I
it was
don't know.
fan love. Who's this fan in the building? Who let this fan in the building?
Oh my
How
God.
to get in?
Wow.
We're security.
I'm an asshole.
That's fucked up.
Anyway, yeah, I agree. It's going to be, I mean, especially once again, we keep saying it, but any downturn in the economy, I mean, when you talk about all these tariffs and you talk about economy potential troubles and then you talk about there's 15 subscriptions you got to get to even stay updated.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
And
gonna
you know
be
what's even
interesting.
scarier is all these streaming platforms seem to be launching on the heels of a recession.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
in the next 12 to 18 months, you're going to have your Apple product, your Disney product, Hulu product, Netflix product. Wasn't Comcast doing something?
Yeah, everyone.
Quibi.
Yeah.
And then in 18 months, no one can afford rent.
Yeah. All my
damn it, you're gonna have some
subscriptions
good
add up
content.
to rent.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Okay. Well, listen, we'll see what happens. Okay. Last but not least, it looks like, Eric, I'm hoping you have some inside information on this that you can share, but it looks like Kanye
I have nothing.
West.
That's a very D answer.
Don't lie
I
to
have
us.
nothing.
Okay, Eric knows something. We're going to try to get it out of him. We'll share it on Monday. Kanye has apparently released his track list for what looks like a new album coming out on, what did it say, September 21st?
Yes.
Okay, in September. Kim Kardashian shared it on social media.
Okay.
Looks very Jesus-y. Mm-hmm. I guess some people are saying it's a Sunday service album.
That would make sense.
That would make sense. What do we think? Are we excited? Are we
I'm not too
curious?
excited.
You're not excited.
I'm curious. I don't know.
It's interesting because I think our age group is just fed up with Kanye.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't
But
like
I feel
Kanye.
like the youth get just mesmerized by him playing the keyboard in a open field in Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah.
I mean, when you see the hype on social media, this handwritten track list,
Yeah.
it made me feel like people are very excited.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think he's
people are-
bamboozled everyone.
Curious, I think.
Sunday service was the ruse that convinced everyone he's fine.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then you do a whole Jesus album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's
And
going to
then-
deny Jesus?
And then you do a show for the Dayton survivors.
But I'm just saying, if you go, like, I feel like Bieber kind of did it too. Like, Bieber, everyone thought was crazy, off the rails.
Yeah.
And he went super Jesus. I'm not saying it's a strategy that they're doing on purpose, but I am saying, who's going to hate on Jesus?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't.
it works.
It works.
Who's going to be like, oh, he clearly lost his mind. He's singing
Yeah, 'cause,
gospel
like,
songs in a field.
Us criticizing Kanye, be like, oh, he's just trying to fix himself. He's using music to fix himself. You guys are assholes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what people will say.
Yeah,
to
even
us.
I feel like I can't really talk shit anymore. Especially
Yeah.
after that Dayton thing. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. Whatever. You're on the good side of this thing, I guess.
Yeah, it's
We'll see. We'll see how album sales are. But the hype over a handwritten track list is pretty impressive.
yeah,
Because
he's-
Instagram's going nuts.
no shortage of hype.
Okay. You guys ready to wrap it up?
Well, let's
Pause.
plug Eric's podcast.
Well, we got our final segment.
Oh yeah.
I'm going.
I'll do it in. Yeah.
I'm headed to go record a podcast with Chase B.
Wait, you started a podcast?
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called Fourth Meal.
Really?
So Fourth Meal is like, it's a DJ podcast, and it's, after the club, you all go get the fourth meal, catch up, talk shit. But our podcast is kind of like, shout out to D, but it's very like detour. Yeah. Very short 10, 15-minute
better
episodes.
Version.
Obviously the better version. No, I enjoy detour, but it's like 10, 15 minutes, and it's just advice. I've been DJing 20 years, so anything I can share to help a kid up and coming, like that's an honor,
Are you the only steady, is it you and a guest?
It's 5 and I talk.
Yeah.
And then we interview like guests. So we had Vice, Fashion, E-Rock, a bunch of friends.
Will you have DJ Matinee?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, I would.
I DJ'd one night with Cheap Shot.
Yeah, I remember that.
If you want me on, I'll gladly.
I would love to have you on.
I could make it.
Yeah, how to fail as a DJ.
Yeah, I had one night in front of strangers, and it was so scary I never DJ'd.
It was at a bar, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I had to play 2 songs at Shore Bar while J-Dub was in the bathroom.
It's petrifying.
So I'm Fourth Meal.
Yeah, you are.
Shout out to Zach Bia. He's DJ now.
Let me just say, he is. I watched him the other night at Al Tuntun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And shout out to those fourth meals. I've had a lot of those with you, even though I wasn't DJing. We've had a lot of really shitty food.
It's a great podcast. I've listened to it.
Wait, is it up?
It's up.
Yeah, it's been up. He's got like 10 episodes.
What?
Thanks, bro. Thanks for listening.
I mean, I
really appreciate
that episode 3 you did. Woo.
I'm muted on his Instagram story.
So good.
I'm muted.
You are not.
I don't know.
I was like, how dare you? Okay, let's get into our
final. At least
final.
you still have the feel up there. I appreciate that.
Come on, bro. You're in the background every episode.
Thank you.
So everyone go check out Fourth Meal.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Headliner
Eric,
Music
for coming in and filling Dee's big shoes.
Thanks for having me.
Let's end everyone off with some congratulating, some shaming, and some content recommendations.
Sounds fun.
And you can't say Married with Children.
All right.
Okay.
Damn.
Who is the biggest winner of this last week, Eric?
To me, it's White Trash Tyler.
Who's that?
So White Trash Tyler is the kid that filmed the Travis Scott documentary. And he used to follow Kanye around with the little camcorder, like just vintage stuff.
Like the old school?
Yeah. So he's been following Travis for years. And I don't think he ever got paid. So
now he did.
It all paid off. Like now he has a Netflix original documentary. And he was at the screening when we saw it, and kind of looked like he was tearing up, and Travis's mom and dad giving him big hugs. It was as much as it was a win for Travis, that night at that screening, it was a huge win for him.
Yeah.
And he's done he did the Kylie video when they had the baby.
Yeah.
You remember that video? Yeah. So White Trash Tyler is my winner for the week.
Talk about just getting one thing that you can do now that you never could before is just get out there, meet people.
Yeah.
Just go for some shit.
And stick to something for, like you said, he's filmed them for years, but like you said about Travis, he's been grinding. When we met him, he was nothing, and then just kept putting out music,
I want to see a video of White Trash Tyler with his first camcorder.
Yeah.
Just filming a nobody.
Yeah.
And then I want to see him in an arena.
Yep.
Yeah. It's great.
Shout out to White Trash Tyler.
White Trash
He's
Tyler.
a white guy?
White guy with
so.
He lives the brand? Well, I just thought maybe it was a thing.
White guy with the mullet.
So he really is White Trash Tyler.
White Trash Tyler.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Anand?
My winner is sports fans.
Why? What do we get?
So after the NBA Finals, leading into this weekend, it's like the dog days of being a sports fan.
Yes.
And now college football is fully back. Yeah. The NFL starts on Thursday, a week from today.
Wow.
Or a week from 6 days from this episode airs. For sports fans, it's just joy. Everyone's drafting their fantasy football teams.
Yeah.
Everyone's just excited. Football's back. Basketball's in a month. We're back.
Yeah.
The dog days of summer are over.
That's a pretty sketchy winners.
How is it sketchy?
I don't know.
Sketchy.
Pete was just
I was not excited about that win, bro.
Fan.
Let me jump to
I'm
a
not a sports
loser
fan.
real quick as a rebuttal to that.
Me?
No.
Okay.
No. Loser to that is the wives of sports fans.
Oh, yeah.
Because I already know your guys' wives are
No, Amanda loves football. I'm good.
Maybe D's. Right? Haley's kind of all right, geez.
Twitter users are the losers. About to see football Sunday all day on your Twitter feed, bumming
Can't
you
wait.
out. Play by play, bro. Get out of
Yeah.
here.
Just
you
go
guys-
to Rose Bowl and shut up,
I
Eric.
will. I'll go buy my vintage tees and shut the hell up. It'll be empty. Me and the wives.
It will.
Rose, you want to go
That's the only
to
time
the
you're at a
Rose Bowl?
football
'cause
game.
Me
it's
and the
so
wives will be out there
Yeah.
at the
You should
flea
go
markets.
shopping with Amanda and
Yes,
Haley.
sir.
Okay, my winner is, to me, this is a little too obvious. I apologize, Dave Chappelle.
Yep, that's a good one.
And I want to also sub-winner Netflix because his comedy special was incredible. He approached a lot of really risky topics in a time when everyone's getting canceled.
He was raw.
And he
it
did
was
it flawlessly.
so
Like,
good.
none of it
So
seemed
good.
me.
It was so good.
It reminded me what comedy is supposed to be.
Remember what the joke when he did it about the crowd?
Yes.
That was
Yes.
amazing.
That's what comedy's for, right? There needs to be a place for that type of stuff in what we do. It hasn't been, and man, for him to have the balls to just do it, and for Netflix to have the balls, I can't believe Netflix aired that.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
he said the maggot word probably 27 times.
Yeah. Yep.
And I can't believe Netflix didn't say, look, we'll do it. You can be a little edgy, but
Yep.
It was smart.
yeah.
Very
because
smart.
we always talk about how comedy is supposed to be the last sacred form of media, and it hasn't been in the last kind of 2 years, you would say. Everything's changed, and he just said,
Dave brought it back.
yeah.
That was good.
I
Good
think
win.
I think if Louis C.K. is smart, he puts something out like in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you
Right.
should.
Because he co-signed him.
He co-signed him.
You got to
Big
ride
time.
that
Yep,
wave,
100%.
man. I don't care if it's a YouTube clip.
Yep.
Put something
He
out.
needs to.
Okay, who's our loser, Eric?
Loser? Well, we'll keep it with Dave Chappelle. Loser is Vice Media.
Damn, that was mine.
That was yours?
too.
It's
Yes.
so good.
And I have a loser related to Dave Chappelle, too. So
Okay.
should we just all,
Let's all talk about
let's
it.
all talk about it.
Yeah, no, Vice Media, they sent that tweet like if pretty much saying not to watch.
Yeah, they wrote a whole article.
not to watch Dave Chappelle. And there was someone retweeted saying, if Vice Media says not to watch something, it's definitely worth the watch. And that got like way more retweets than Vice's original.
And you want to know why I give Vice the loser too? Is because what the hell happened to Vice?
First of all,
Vice
they
They're
were
supposed to be
always
the
edgy.
edgy,
That's what I'm
right?
saying. They were always with the
Always
edgy content.
edgy. If you look at Vice magazine, it's
was
the
crazy.
wildest shit.
Yeah, it looked like some punk magazine.
Yes, they were always edgy. They were always cool. Like, how did you become the crybabies? I don't understand.
Losers.
It's really weird. What's yours?
Yeah, so in relation to that, it's just this whole woke movement.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle just turned it
smoked ya.
upside down.
Yeah.
Because he's an outspoken liberal
Yep.
that is anti-Trump, anti-MAGA, and he went after every sensitive topic that the woke world it just gets woke about.
Yeah.
And you can't say anything because it's like he's one of you, but
Yeah.
he's part of that side,
Yeah,
and
it's
he's
a
just
jam.
like, I'm gonna bring it out.
It's time
Yeah,
to
he
go back
killed
to
it.
sleep.
You killed it.
You know what I mean? I can't. I think the whole Democratic side needs to rework their whole strategy.
He's proof that you
Yeah.
don't need to be like so insane on
Yeah.
all these issues.
Because here's the problem: the people that feel the same way that like Dave Chappelle do, which I think we all do, is that we don't have representation now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? So the problem is not us, obviously, but a lot of people are turning, like they say, I think he said this, all you're doing is making more Republicans.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people will just be like, okay, screw it. I guess I relate more to this side than that side now. But like, we need some sort of representative that isn't this like super woke bullshit.
Yeah, I think the vast majority of people are what Dave Chappelle resonates with. Like, yeah, we're all good people, but
Yeah.
it's okay to have a few laughs about what's kind of funky going on in the world.
Yeah.
And you don't need to be that offended by it.
Yeah.
Because most people aren't. The only people that
No.
are offended are the like 1% that are just overexposed on Twitter and
And that's,
Instagram.
like you said,
It
that's
is
what
loud.
comedy's for, man. It's to get away from real life.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's to laugh. Like, you know what I mean?
It's okay to make a joke about the sensitive topics and not be like, oh, I endorse school shootings.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I mean, this guy talked about
He nailed that topic,
everything.
too.
I mean, school shootings.
He nailed that topic.
You go to Netflix and say, hey, I want to do I want to do a special, and I'm going to address school shootings and sexual abuse accusers.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed
Okay.
it.
And we
No,
ahead.
go. What?
No, I said make sure everyone watch that blog.
Well, damn
Yeah,
it,
that was
Anand.
your
That's my content.
Damn, you just got screwed, bro, all around.
Okay,
it's a Dave Chappelle winners losers content.
So my content is Anand put me onto this, but there's an epilogue that. So for Anand, it auto played at the end of his episode. For me, I had to click on trailers, and it was in there.
Oh, I heard about this.
It's so
like at
good.
the end.
Yeah.
It's literally
I haven't seen that.
It's 20 minutes.
It's 20 minutes, and
So it's after the credits, right?
Yeah.
but I'm saying
How are you
it's
supposed
not
to know
the
that's
same
there?
video. It's not. It doesn't just play at the end of the credits.
Okay, so you can go and see it under. You said where the
Go
trailers.
to
and stuff?
trailers.
Okay, cool.
Because on
I gotta see
mine,
that.
my autoplay was Travis Scott's documentary. So I was like, "Where's this fucking epilogue?"
Yeah.
So I went into trailers and more, and it was in
It
there.
was there, okay.
It's 20 minutes, and it's almost as good as the special
Really?
itself. And man, it's essentially that at the end of a few of the shows leading up to the recording, he did a Q&A with the audience and let them ask him anything.
Oh, nice.
And just crushed it. Told stories.
It's so good.
Damn.
Talked about meeting Obama. It's so good.
That's good content because I'm excited to go watch that
That's a
like
great
right
Yeah.
now.
Turn off
That's good.
Married with Children and get this on.
Yeah, you have some time this weekend.
But see, that's the thing. That's the beauty of Married with Children. I don't mind turning it off. But if I get hooked to these shows,
This is 20
you're
minutes.
like psycho
You
about
got
watching
20
it.
minutes.
That's
How
what I'm
long's the
saying.
flight? Half the flight.
Relax. I said I'm gonna watch it. I'm saying, bro, like I can turn off Married with Children, no problem. I don't want to get hooked to a show where I get anxiety if I can't finish it. You know what I mean?
I understand, man. You got to keep pleading your case.
All right, whatever.
What's your content recommendation?
My content is Married with Children. No, it's a documentary called The Black Godfather.
I watched that.
You saw it?
Yep.
Amazing.
Really
so
good.
I had no idea who this guy was before. Someone recommended to me because they knew I loved Supermensch with Shep Gordon, which I know you interviewed. I was obsessed with that documentary, and they're like, this guy is basically him.
Yeah.
So he was like a music manager, turn record label executive, bought a radio station. Basically, he was the fixer. Like, he was just connected. Every celebrity in like the music and entertainment world like knew him,
Yep.
and he would fix things. He fixed Michael Jackson and E.T. when you know the scene where they're figuring out the movie or the music and the book,
Yep.
the book deal.
Yep.
They were suing Michael Jackson. They were on different labels, and he fixed it. He sat there, and the people were like, "What is Clarence doing here? Who does he represent?" And they looked at him. And they're like, "Clarence represents everybody at this table.
Yeah.
He's just a guy. He's the one that when Biggie got killed, they were afraid Diddy was next, and they were waiting for him at LAX. So he was like, let me figure this out. He booked him a flight out of San Diego. They got him to San Diego and then took him to New York.
Yeah.
He was just a guy. Like, he was just any issues. He made sure everyone got paid what they were what they deserved, and the deals weren't shitty. He was like the Black Godfather, like just mob shit. Like, who knows what he would say behind closed doors.
Yeah.
But like Obama's in the documentary. Like, you saw it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely co-sign that.
Yeah.
And Dan, when's Hall of Flowers? Next month? Yes. Whatever. Next month, I'm interviewing
19th.
Shep on stage at Hall of Flowers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where?
We're back. It's in Santa
Rosa,
Rosa.
Wow.
I'm going.
And, are you?
Yeah.
September 19th.
Come meet
at
'em.
I'm there.
noon.
You were already going, or now you're going?
Come meet him.
I'm going. I didn't know about it. I'm going
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
I'm going to meet him.
yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah.
I love that guy.
Okay, there you go.
That's another. If you haven't seen Supermatch, do yourself a favor. Man. He's a great guy.
So it's a movie I saw last week. It's called Ready or Not. It's in the theaters.
Nice.
It's a comedic horror film, and small budget, $6 million budget. It's doing well. I don't think it's like widely released, because when we saw it, Amanda actually found it somehow. It has some crazy like Rotten Tomatoes score, and it's actually really good. It's about basically this girl marries into this really rich family, and the family plays a game every time someone new comes into the family, and then crazy shit starts happening. It's good. It's funny, but it's a little dark. I think it's up your alley, Eric.
Hey,
Yeah. Funny and dark.
Dark room and Cosmo.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
turn on.
bro, I just told you I watched Married with Children. That's happy, man.
You also said you watched First 48, which is real
True.
murder.
That's dark too.
Okay, we nailed it. I mean,
Great job.
I didn't miss D.
No, who missed? Who? Yeah, who?
What?
Deluxe.
Anyway,
Deluxe.
Deluxe.
Eric
Also,
Deluxe.
too, for all of our listeners, every Friday now we make little like sheets that we post on the group chat story that you can screenshot, and we ask you what your winners losers content are, and then we repost everyone. So make sure you hit us up on Instagram at Group Chat Pod. Make sure you fill out your winners,
And make
losers
sure your
content.
loser is at Dee Murthy.
Yeah. Make sure you tag them too.
Just because.
Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, we nailed it.
Nailed it.
Eric, thank you.
Great.
Thank you,
Everyone go
guys.
check out Fourth Meal.
Please do.
And
Spelled out fourth.
look out for Eric in
Yeah.
the credits of Travis Scott's up and coming single, because I have a feeling it's coming.
We'll see.
Produced by.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have a few more of those love bracelets.
A couple
Yeah.
more.
The
I
diamond
think you should
ones.
give us
Yeah.
all one.
Yeah, I think just
We all
I
get a
think
Cartier
If
bracelet.
I get a song with Travis Scott, love bracelets for
for
everybody.
the group chat
Great.
crew.
100%.
Okay.
Does that include us?
On the yep, it's
No,
on the record.
come on,
Oh
Pete.
shit! Yeah, oh, man. We got
Unless
it
you
on
leave
record.
to Bali.
They can have the stainless steel.
You can get
You
them
get the
Apple
stainless
Watches.
steel one?
You get
Stainless steel
they get the other wrist.
This is not an Apple Watch.
What
This
is
is a
that?
Hermes Apple
Oh,
Watch.
sorry.
Oh, jeez. Okay. On that
How
note,
much is his outfit? Jesus.
yeah, and what's funny is he looks like a bum.
Yeah.
But this is like a $5,000. No, this is like a $12,000 outfit. That's gold. This is a $15,000 outfit.
How much is a Cartier bracelet these days?
This is 4,200.
100. So this is a $12,000 outfit.
I don't know, man. Who's counting?
Wow.
Who's counting? That's luxury for everyone who wants to know what
Like
luxury
I said,
sounds
bro.
like.
Like I said, I know a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends that are stingy and they penny pinchers, and we're all gonna die one day. And you work hard. Enjoy your money. That's
Yeah,
it.
get
I'm not
that
saying be reckless.
subscription.
I'm good at saving too. But just enjoy your money.
Okay.
Enjoy life.
Stack those subscriptions.
Stack those
love
bracelets.
bracelets.
More bracelets, more love.
Everyone have a good week.
I noticed you said more.
Bye-bye.